Alright, this is James back once again. This time I don't have anything electronic. What I got is, let's see if I can show you guys. See that? Ginsu Knives. These suckers right here are pretty cool. I find myself watching a lot of cooking shows lately. Not lately. Probably in the past couple years, you know, Iron Chef, Chopped, Hell's Kitchen, Master Chef. So, sometimes when you watch TV, you get influenced to do some things. I'm not a really good cook or anything. I mean, I can cook food that's edible. I learned how to make a perfect hard-boiled egg that the yolk is yellow instead of green. So for all you people out there that keep hard-boiling eggs and the yolk is kind of greenish-gray on the outside, I'll try to make a video for you guys so it'll just be yellow. It's called Restaurant Style. Anyway, this is a Ginsu set. There's 4 knives. They have them when there's like, I don't know, 20 knives with some scissors and stuff, but I just, I didn't need all that. I just 4 knives. So, let me put my camera down here and see if you can, there we go. So, they're silver. Little black in the middle here. I picked these up for like $19.99 at let me think. Come at HEB, which is a grocery store chain here in Texas. It's probably the best one, but their kitchen section is just awesome. So this is Ginsu. I had some other choices, but I like these because once I pull out the knives, you'll see why. Let me pull out the smallest one first. This little blade right here. You can use this as a paring knife. Cut your little vegetables, little tomatoes. It's got like a 3.5-inch blade. These things actually probably weigh, like 10 ounces, which is actually pretty heavy. It's like it's crazy, but it's stainless steel. Of course, just like anything, it's made in China. It says Ginsu right there on the blade. It's all one color. I don't really use this knife a whole lot, unless it's like the only clean knife left. Alright, the next knife is the next biggest knife. This is a chef's knife. It's like a 6-inch blade. I use this to do a lot of different things. If I need a serrated edge, dang. If I need a serrated edge, this is what I use, because it's not too big. It's kind of like the size of a steak knife, but it's like a utility knife, I guess. Maybe that's what it's called, a utility knife, and not the chef's knife. I think this one right here might be the chef's knife. Just like the other one, this one says Ginsu on it. These knives I can buy individually, but they're like 10 bucks each, so I just bought 4 for 20 bucks. So that's the utility knife. Put that in, you gotta be careful. This, I believe, is the chef's knife. Kind of looks like a pie knife. It's a 6-inch blade, serrated, rounded. I use this to cut through like onions and small melon. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. Small melons. It's pretty strong. So I don't use this one. Probably gets used the least amount, just because of its size. It's big, and most of the stuff you do around a home kitchen is not really that big, or at least most of the stuff we do around here, because we don't make a whole bunch of exotic food. This one's my favorite knife, even though it's a flat blade. It's just like the ones you see on the cooking shows. Now I notice it's got grooves. It's got some grooves here. It's got these grooves. What those grooves are used to do is to keep the food from sticking to the blade. so you can, you know, chop, chop, chop really fast, and the food doesn't stick to the blade. And I've tried it, you know, chopping up some celery or something. This is also good as to be like a small carving knife. I don't have a standard carving knife, so I kind of use this if I'm cutting like some kind of meat. And, you know, this knife with the edge is just going to tear the meat. And I don't want it to tear the meat, I just want it to be straight, so I use this. This is the knife I probably use the most. And I like it because it's cool. I like the way it looks. I also got one more knife that I had to buy separately because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in the thing. It's a little bit too big. But this is also like a big straight edge with the grooves. What I use this for, and when I haven't gotten to use it yet for anything that was huge. Actually, I cut some sausage with it the other day and like some hot dogs, which is kind of overkill. But I got this because of watermelon. You know, I don't have a machete, so this is the next best thing. This thing was $19.99. So I got this mainly to cut watermelon with, and cantaloupe, and anything big, like big potatoes. I found that with the smaller knives, with the older knives we had, like the old, because most households, they have knives that look like this, but they're wooden back here with the rivets. Those are steak knives. They're cheap steak knives. You can't use a cheap steak knife to really cut a watermelon or a big potato. You know, it gets in there and it starts turning on you. You know, or cucumber, zucchini. A knife like this is sturdy, it's nice, it's held together on the inside, and you just slice right through, and because it's got, you know, the tall blade, it's not going to really turn on you that easily. Same thing with this one, because it's got the thickness on the back side, you know. You can cut tall things because it's not going to turn on you because of how tall this is. So that's why, you know, I got this, and I'll probably expand my cooking stuff, my cookware, to other things. I might actually get a pair of scissors one of these days because I'm using like school scissors, and there's scissors out there that'll cut through the bones actually when you make chicken. So that's the Ginsu knives we have here. Probably paid a total of $50 for the whole set. Yeah, something like that. 40 plus tax. But that's it. I recommend, if you don't want to buy Ginsu, if you buy knives that just resemble these things, you're still going to get a good deal because it's got the grooves. Just this knife. These knives here, you know, because of the Japanese stainless steel, even though it says China, it's supposed to be Japanese stainless steel, which is really strong and really it keeps their sharpness a long time. But if you have any serrated edge knives, they make sharpeners for serrated edge knives. Go buy one. Don't just buy new knives, you can just sharpen them bad boys. So I recommend these. Ginsu, pretty sharp blade, pretty nice, stainless steel, shiny, it looks cool, looks professional, looks modern. So you can pick it up, you know, make some good things, post your videos, it's whatever. Gotta get my microphone or my camera back. But yeah, that's it. Alright, that's all for this video. Reply or message me if you have any questions.